Hi, in this video I'm gonna show you how to install and configure working demo of Cleverence Warehouse 15 software. Cleverence is a software platform and product for mobile devices like this. So Warehouse 15 is a software for working in manufacture, in a warehouse, in a store, on delivery, in a port, basically everywhere. In this video of a software presentation we will use Honeywell EDA 50 device. This software allows you to manage all front-end warehouse tasks in any warehouse, from a plant warehouse to distribution center and electronic commerce warehouse. So let's try it out. Let's download and install, and I will guide you through the installation. On the Cleverence Warehouse website, in the download section, we can find the link on the Warehouse 15 installer. This link you can find in the description below. After we agreed with license agreement, we have this page on which we have to choose which core system we want to integrate with. Core system is a main system in which you store inventory, orders, invoices. For today I will select demo to install database with demo data without integration with any core system, but in other videos I will show you how to configure Warehouse 15 with some real integrations. On this page we have to choose license level. This is a very important step which determines prices and functions that will be available. I'm gonna select standard, which is plenty enough for demo purposes. It has the most of the features except for real-time work with the core system and some others. Next we have to choose the method for exchanging data with mobile device. Real-time exchange is not available here because we choose the standard level, and in fact we don't need real-time for this demo. Because I don't plan to exchange with Wi-Fi in this demo, I will choose without Wi-Fi option. By the way, it's very useful in cases you have pure Wi-Fi coverage in a warehouse or you have security reasons to not use Wi-Fi. At this point the installer downloads and installs the platform. The product is based on the Cleverence platform, which provides all sorts of interesting things that we will talk about later. Immediately after installation, something like this opens. The content and the button might change depending on the installation options we've selected before and depending on the version of Warehouse 15. In the case of the web version, if installed the web or cloud version, we will have a web page with similar content. Now we have our database deployed. So now we need to install the app on the mobile device and connect the device to our database. For this task, there is an installer for mobile devices as part of the platform. But for Android devices, we better use a plain APK file which we can find in the download section of the Cleverence website. So now let's install it on the device as usual. So let's transfer file to a download folder on a mobile device. And now we can open downloaded APK on a device using the File Explorer. And now we can see how the app is installing. So it's installed and now we can open it. So now app will ask us permissions to access file. The permissions needed to be granted so the app could save data on a disk. And next it's asked us for permissions in order to get access to device ID. So now application is loading. So here we have welcome pages explain what Warehouse 15 can do. Let's skip it, I will explain it anyway later. Mobile app has started, and here we see a long list of mobile operations for a warehouse. Acceptance, stock taking, pick and ship, 9 operations in total. Since we have a demo, it wants us to activate it. We will do that later. In the side menu we can find the info about the app, change the UV settings like font style and language of the app. Let's try to do something using mobile device and go for receiving. In the demo we already have some sample documents that we can play with. Depending on a business process, we can have a supporting document for our mobile tasks or can create a new one on the spot without supporting document. Let's open first one and see what's in there. Here we can see a list of items that needs to be scanned in order to check that everything is in place and in the right quantities. On the website we have a web page with demo barcodes that we'll need. The link is in the description. Just scan some barcodes and see what will happen. We can see that the name of the product and expected quantity of items. The app counts a single scan of the barcode as one item. Here we can either keep scanning one by one or manually enter the quantity of our product. The app keeps tracks of what we can scan according to the supporting document. Some other barcodes may already contain quantity in it, or other data that is ubiquitous. Some are supported already, some can be configured with templates, but that's a whole different story. For now let's check what happens if some items are utilizing the batch or lot number for the product. Just scan the product barcode. I'm gonna scan the air conditioner barcode. And now the app process to fill the series of product as well as the date and series name. Let's call it, for example, a test series with 1234 code and 121212 date and press OK. And now we have been dropped out of document because we don't have license activated. Let's try to activate our installation. So we need to scan the barcode for connection to our database. We can find that connection barcode in the database manager. An icon for it we can see on a desktop. This application allows you to manage databases and have completely separated data for mobile devices. For instance, separate customers, warehouse, or regional databases, or wherever. We scan the connection barcode, the application loads, and here the application wants the activation code. The code can be obtained from Cleverence resellers or Cleverence itself, or we just tap skip. Now we see the same list of operations, but this time the app is connected to our uniquely installed database, so the changes in the database will be reflected in the app. Now let's have a look back at the desktop. Here in Database Manager we can launch a bunch of other applications like License Manager. The license can also be managed on the website in a cabinet, but sometimes it's useful to have an offline version. Next one is the XLS CSV connector, which allows us to transfer document without Wi-Fi connection, using USB cable. Installation Manager, with which you can deploy APK on a device with USB cable or manage specific version forced updates through Wi-Fi. On each of these apps we will make short videos later. And the first one is the customization app, which is the heart of Cleverence platform. In it you can create your own business process using simple visual programming tools. So let's try it out. First let's change the order of operation. To do it we need to open the configuration tool, select users and group, and select our mobile device group. Now we can see the list of documents available for the chosen group, and we can change it. Let's move it to the top. Also, I will try to turn off some operations which we don't need on our warehouse demo. As you see, list of operations is changed. Let's reopen it. But for more convenient developing, Cleverence have very neat features, debug mode. Let's try out developing mode. Now we need to go into settings, debugging on the device. Here we can see IP address of the device. And now we can, in the configuration panel, turn on debugging. We need to press connect to Android client and set the IP of a device and select connected. And now we can see that we are in debug mode. So for example, I want to change the name of this browsing directory operation. We have to go into types of document and rename it to the list items. And now we see that it's changed right away. But it's just a side feature of debug mode. The main thing is that it's in debugging. And now you see where in code you are currently in. Let's go to a pick and ship document, for example, and create just some document here. So let's open it, and you can see where we are. Let's go back to the menu. So for example, let's change something with the buttons we are using. We have menu buttons here. Here in the list of our buttons, we can try change the exit button to red. On this page we set the text with HTML-like code, and we can modify it in real time. For example, we can try enter red, and as you can see the button changed color right away. Now what you see here in the main window is an order of operation and logic. It's quite simple actually. Every single operation here has visual links connecting it to the previous and next operation with all logical links. In the end we show you how to perform the installation, configuration, do the receiving operation, and also how easy it is to customize the interface. See you in the next video. Bye!